Hello, good morning, everyone. I am Leonie Tusse, and as usual, I'm delighted to be here with you this morning as I continue to share with you on life, as a matter of fact. Just a couple updates. I just want to say I will let you know when I'm going to be going live and how often and what we're going to be doing going forward. Okay, so welcome to those of you who are in Healthier Me, those of you who are right now in the skipping community, as well as empowering entrepreneurs. It's really good to be here with you once again this morning. So here's what I will be going live on Mondays, basically on Mondays going forward until I accomplish a number of activities and projects that I'm working on. Now, what has been happening, I know that I haven't been live, but here's what I was working on a really big project last couple of months last year, and that was a part of my goals that I would have documented, and it was being manifested at that point in time. So it required just all my attention at that point in time. So I just want to remind you that it's so important to hold on to your goal until the end. Hold that vision. And I just want to link it to what I would have spoken about with regards to repetition. One of the things that I recall doing all the time, and we say it's important to write it down, make it plain so that you could run with it. And that is scriptural as well. And you often see other persons in the field of personal development. Some of them will encourage us to write down what we are doing. And one of the things that I was doing repeatedly on a daily basis, I was always looking at my goals, looking at what I want to accomplish, whether it would have been getting my home, whether it was exercise, whatever it was. And on a daily basis, and even sometimes throughout the day, I would find myself walking through, and I will tell you, it's my home. I would see myself actually walking through my home, walking around in the kitchen, and what type of floor I would have been walking on, what colors I wanted to see, and that sort of thing. And can I tell you that I am seeing all of that right about now, and I remember when it was just in between the beginning and the end, in reality, in terms of what it was looking like. And now I could simply say that, hey, this idea, this thought, this belief system of writing it down, make it plain, and keeping it in front of you every single day, during the day when you have time, it works. And many of us, myself included, at some point in time, because it's a learning process, we all fall short from time to time, but then you get up and you go again. And you got to hold on to that vision. And let me tell you why again, and connect it with repetition. What happens is that your conscious mind, and I'm going a little bit into conscious mind here, a little bit, but my conscious mind would have told me this is what you want to achieve. Hi, Asha. Nice to have you with me today. Welcome. And what happened, because I was repeating it often enough, it became a natural part of my subconscious, and my subconscious started working on it. Have you ever noticed that from the time you decide you want to get something and you start to work on it, have you ever realized in some cases you just start to see the resources coming together? The resources start coming, the doors begin to open as you begin to move. Because we always say faith without works is dead. So you have to keep the faith. You have to work towards what you want. You don't just imagine this is what I want and sit still all the time. Sometimes I think all the time you need to actually work towards getting it. You need to start to behave like, okay, this is what I want to get. So what are the things I'm going to do? And this is what actually motivates us, motivates us to keep going on. Now, One of the other thing I wanted to just bring attention to was that I started, restarted, continuing, achieving some of, working on my goals, because it's a working process. As soon as one goal is completed, you start another, so you keep the momentum going. And I tried to make some changes with how I was doing some things. And then I recognized, oh my goodness, Leonie, this is not working. Yes, it's very hot right about now. And that sort of thing, it's heated at this point in time. But nonetheless, what happened was that what I was doing wasn't working. And I said, but hey, why this is not working the way it was working for me the last time? This works. The system I had worked. What happened? So I went through, that's why they say write it down. And this is one of the reasons why, I tried to document, and perhaps maybe you could try it as well. I went back into my books. And I looked at my daily log, what I was doing every day, and the order in which I was doing it. And the thing about it was that the first thing I would have done previously wasn't, in the past when it was working, wasn't the first thing I was doing on these mornings when I started working on another project, another goal. And I said, oh, that's why it's not working. This exercise was before I read. So the thing about it, what was happening to me is that whilst I'll have prayer, meditation, and reading, I actually had exercise before that, right? And I realized that once I took up that book and I started doing my morning reading, I get so excited about the book. I don't even want to put it down, because there's so much food for thought. There's so much skills, so much information that I want to implement. And I said, oh my goodness, no, Leonie, you cannot read before you do anything else. You have to do the exercise first. You have to do a couple other things first before you read, right? Because when I'm reading, I don't know if it happens to you, but you get so absorbed in the reading, you really don't want to put down the book. So 2 things here. I want us to keep holding on, keep that image in your mind of what you want to achieve, where you want to go. See that picture, see it plain, see it clear, and, Neville Goddard and Bob Proctor, and a whole host of them, they often talk about this. And I can tell you it really works. It works. And this is why we have to continue to create. I know some people create vision boards. They put up pictures of what they would like to see in their homes, in their lives, in their relationships. And that is awesome. That is so awesome. So let's continue on a daily basis to work towards our goals. Don't get frazzled when you're not seeing it coming as fast as you want it to come, because trust me, when you get it, it's going to be in the right time. Perhaps it's just because you have to work through certain situations, and that's okay. So the thing is, even if you're exercising and you find you're exercising and you're not seeing anything outside happening, trust me, there's something going on the inside of you. There is something working on the inside of you that is changing you on a daily basis. Every time we interact with information, with people, with the things, we actually, right? We actually, 1 minute, I'm hearing a noise there. Hold 1 sec for me. All right. Right. Nonetheless, we actually, give me 1 second, people. I'm sorry. Hi, sorry about that. Thanks for your patience. Yeah. So as I'm saying here, just hold on to your vision. Keep holding on to it. Do not let it go. And the more that you feel that it is real, I don't know about you. Maybe you dream about the car you're driving, you're going to be driving in, or the house you're going to have, or the size you're going to look at, or your happy family, or your children, your husband, and for the guys the men who are in here, your wife, you see that beautiful picture, that beautiful image, hold on to it. Don't let it go. All right? Don't let it go. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yes, there are times that challenges will come, but just keep holding on. Keep writing it down every day. Keep revisiting your goals. Hi, Clive. Nice to have you on board this morning. Nice to have you with me here. All right. So it's about 5 minutes or so, 15 minutes, nearly 15 minutes I've been on. So just a little reminder, I'll be going live on Mondays. All right. Same time, 6:45 a.m. I'll just be coming on once for the week. As I mentioned earlier, I'm working on a project that really requires all hands on deck for me. And as soon as, I see I have that extra time, you might just see me popping up on a Thursday morning. All right. But nonetheless, mainly on a Monday, I'll be here. Okay. So I want to tell you that you are beautiful. You are awesome. You have every single thing you need in your life to get you through. What you got to do is to search for it, find it, implement it. Hold on. Don't let go. Don't let go. Unless you're absolutely sure you really need to let it go so that you could receive the kind of blessing you deserve. All right? Because some things that we want, we need to it may not be even for you. So just make sure that whatever you want is really about having what you really want and that it is really good for you. But that's another conversation altogether, right? So thank you so much for joining me this morning. And it is always a pleasure to be here. So it's just about 7 o'clock. So have a beautiful day, my lovely people. Bye for now. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.